my name is Charity Yost Reed, and if you're in my class, you can call me Mrs. Reed. I teach Composition and Communication 1 and 2. That's English 101 and English 102. I also teach Creative Writing, Poetry Workshop 2, which is English 415. And I just wanted to make this video to introduce myself to you before we get into all our classes. I've been teaching college English for 5 years. I always wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to teach 5th grade when I was in 5th grade. I wanted to teach 6th grade when I was in 6th grade, and so on until I was in high school. I wanted to teach high school. But when I got to college, I realized this is the epitome of teaching. So I really wanted to teach college, but I was also a first-generation college graduate, and I didn't know much about college other than what I saw on TV, like Gilmore Girls or something. And I really didn't know how to get a job teaching college. I was pretty convinced that I was going to have to teach high school first, and I really didn't want to teach high school. My plan was to graduate from college and just get any job that I could possibly get, and then I would be writing on the side. So I had an English major. Then I started just whatever job I could find as an administrative assistant. I believe that administration is my spiritual gift as well as teaching, and I just kept getting similar jobs in that field, but in different areas of that. So I was an administrative assistant for a real estate company, for retail, for a pest control agency. I was eventually an administrative assistant for a law firm, and I loved all of it. But the reason I loved all of it was because I had firmly taken to heart 1 Corinthians 10:31, which says, whatever you do, whether you eat, drink, whatever you wear, do it all for the glory of God. And so I just determined that even if those jobs were not so great or the environments that I was in were not so great, I would go into work every day in hopes that my work there would be of a quality that would make me proud of that if I faced my Creator. So I think that that verse is still driving a lot of what I do in my work, just because I've had so much practice incorporating that, even in a job I don't like. Now that I have a job I do like, I have even more fun with incorporating that verse. And I also encourage my students to think through that, and even if English maybe isn't your favorite subject, that you will do English in a way that glorifies your Creator. So I had a lot of administrative assistant positions, and I had the 100% goal that was going to be kind of my moneymaker while I do my side gig of writing. But I kept feeling like I should do that to glorify God too, and to the best of my ability. And I didn't feel like I could do that without a little more education, a little more learning about that topic. So I signed up for an MFA in creative writing program at Ashland University. It wasn't until a year later that I got a call from the director of the program saying, hey, you turned in your application, but you never finished this particular portion of it. We'd like for you to keep applying. And I had totally forgotten that I had applied. And so I finished my application, and I got in and got a Master's of Fine Arts for the next 2 years. And when I graduated, I actually got another administrative assistant position at the university where we are right now. And I thought that since I was working at the university, that maybe they would let me volunteer in their writing center so that I could get some experience and I could enjoy my writing on the side. When I went to ask about volunteering for the writing center, and I told her that I had just graduated with my MFA in creative writing, and she informed me that that was considered a terminal degree. And it's kind of like a terminal illness, and that is the most serious degree you can get. And she, by the grace of God, informed me that no, I could actually apply that day to teach an English class. Along with glorifying God in whatever you do, another thing that I like to teach is realize that there are so many things you don't know. I love learning and knowledge, but I had no idea that I had a degree that would let me teach, that I didn't have to teach high school in order to teach college. So I'm so blessed by what I didn't know. And it was almost like a really great gift of a surprise from the Lord. And so I just encourage you to embrace the things that you don't know this semester so that you can open your mind to the possibilities of surprises that the Lord may have in store for you. A little bit about my personal life is I got married in 2011 to Ben Reed. He works for Coca-Cola. We actually had a Coca-Cola themed wedding, and then like 8 years later, he gets a job working for Coca-Cola. We have twin boys who are almost 5 years old, and they are fraternal twins, and they are wild. And if you're in my class, you'll get to hear a lot about them, the random crazy things they do. I love that my job gives me the freedom to homeschool them on our little family farm, so to speak. It's mostly a hay farm. We have a horse. We have a yellow lab named Jack. So we are at a religiously affiliated university, and it not only allows me to, but encourages me to share my faith. I'll probably give my full testimony in another video at some time, but I just wanted you to know that if you are in my class, just know that I do profess Jesus as Lord, and I do my best to apply how he has changed my heart and my mind to every single thing that I do in class. So thank you for watching my introduction, and please leave a comment and tell me about you. If you are taking my class, you can post your author biography which is due this week.